All this is going to have to do, it's about 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm just waiting for the house to warm up here. It's still cold. Snowed a few days ago. But anyway, I made a mistake. I'm going to have to correct myself. I said in the last video that the possibility of cracking CO2 into carbon and to oxygen, that's not the case. It should be CO2 into carbon and oxygen, or CO, carbon dioxide into carbon monoxide into breaking the carbon and the oxygen, right? And so that would work if those can be broken apart. Maybe that's what I saw in the initial stages of the early stages of the Joe pipe, breaking, of using sound. So maybe this may be the missing key, and if it's possible to convert carbon monoxide into to break it down further, then you really have something. And so you need to reform it from CO2 into CO, and I'm sure that the Joe pipe's going to do that. And if there's any kind of tars in the biochar, that flame is spinning pretty fast inside the Joe pipe, and it's going to crack it. And sometimes you get little bits of wood that zip out at you, but they burn as they're zipping out. And I think it's going to work. At least I'm going to try. So the next set of testings is I'm going to take take the Joe pipe, and I set the swirl device at 24 inches, then start testing. And it's going to be very interesting to see the various flame levels that I haven't discovered yet. I've already discovered, well, level 1 is that's your normal flame. Level 2 is your transition point. You have your level 3, where the flame pops in from the outside to the inside, and then you always have your afterburn. If you turn the level 3 up past the point where it needs to be, you actually get an afterburn. I don't really have a flame level for that. And by using the swirl device, I've seen where the thermal part of the flame become more electrical. I've actually seen the fire actually buzzing around the stainless steel wire itself, and it loves to eat stainless steel and carbon. Loves carbon, eats it like candy. So you have that level 4, which is different to a level 3 in the instance that you can turn down the air all the way and turn the propane down all the way, maybe just a tad up. And in a normal level 3, you can't do that. And if you try to do that, it would go out on you. It wouldn't be sustained, and it would be a low level burn. And with a level 4, it's a very high level burn. Then I discovered this in-between state. It's like a whole state higher. It's called it's like a level 2 at the transition point, using the 15-inch mild steel, and that produced a what I call an ultra level 2, where I was actually getting a cavitation effect outside the Joe pipe, while the level 3 was still happening. So some kind of standing wave pattern was being set up between the inside and the outside of the pipe. And when I couldn't get the 24-inch stainless running, I shut it down. Then this flash occurred to me. Set the swirl the vise back 15 inches from the front of the joe pipe. And I did that, and instead of a ultra level 2, it moved back and created a extended flame front on the ultra level 3. Actually, a field of thermoacoustic energy like this, it's wild. You know, what you're seeing on YouTube is nothing compared to actually seeing it up front. It's just out of this world. It's like looking at a force field on the Enterprise on Star Trek. No kidding. That's what it looks like. And so that's up to like an ultra level 2 and 3. And then we'd have a level 5, which is where the flame goes from a vortex flame and goes into a spinning blue electric tornadoes. And just really incredible where the flame actually becomes more electrical than thermal. And when I added oxygen at that point, she jumped into I would say a level 6, being where I've seen the copper pipe, where the level 5 being the double-headed electric tornado split into many hundreds of electrical arcs. And of course the initial anomalies that I've seen back in the early days, I would call that a level 7. And I know there's states that I haven't seen, and I know for absolute fact that I'm going to hit the cracking frequencies, the critical frequencies of some of the fuels that I'm burning. And it'd be nice to see water crack. It'd be absolutely incredible. Or even see oil crack apart in the same way that the Geek process is able to do it. And a lot of possibilities here, and this is a pioneering that's new. You know, could be an old technology, maybe it's something that was way back many thousands of years, but I tell you, vortex technology is very intriguing, very interesting. You don't know what you're going to discover next. I've seen so many things that are not in the books, and maybe one of these days you're going to get to see them. But we are getting a new level of flame, and being able to adjust the frequency of the joe pipe is going to open up a whole new paradigm of testing. Okay, I better cut it here. I know my time is getting short on this camera, so I'll say goodnight and get this uploaded. Sorry for the mistake, making the correction.